Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Nkenna. I'm responsible for everything that goes on here. As you guys can tell from the title of today's video, we are going to be doing another foundation first impression video. So as you guys can tell from the title of today's video, this is for Mented Cosmetics. It is a Black-owned brand that I've seen quite a bit from on Instagram, and I finally decided to investigate and look through their products and see what I wanted to try out, which is excellent timing because I'm running out a lot of my foundations and I also wanted to explore more Black-owned brands. So the product that we're trying today is Skin by Mented. This is their foundation stick. Shipping was really fast, which is great. I think from order to actually receiving the package, it was about a week. Not even really a week. I think within that same week, so maybe like 4 or 5 days. So got it pretty quickly. So this is what the packaging looks like for the foundation stick. And I'll do close-ups and everything in just a second. But just to get into specs of the product, this is their foundation stick, Skin by Mented. It comes in 16 different shades, and this is primarily for tan to deep skin tones. Not primarily for, this is for tan to deep skin tones. So in total there are 16 shades, and you have two options when it comes to finding your shade. You can take their 60-second quiz and find out what your shade is going to be, or you can shade match based on what foundation you wear in other brands. So I did both, and when I did the 60-second quiz, I thought it was a little too light, like 2 shades too light. So I went ahead and matched based on my Fenty Beauty shade, and that seem to be more realistic for me. So we're gonna find out in just a second what we're working with, but I'm really excited to try this out. I'm not sure if I already said this, but the foundation retails for $30. It's vegan, hypoallergenic, dermatologist tested, and cruelty free. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin my hair back. We're gonna zoom in and we're gonna go through this process together. All right, we're back with clean, prepped skin. Shout out to COVID for all the hyperpigmentation on my cheeks. So to give you guys a close-up, this is what the packaging looks like. It says Mented on the top, and then it just says foundation stick on the bottom. The shade that you are getting is on the bottom. I am trying out D10. Once you take it out of the box, it is in this matte black tube, very sleek, gold lettering, says Mented. On the bottom again, you get the foundation shade. It's very sleek. It feels good in the hand. It reminds me of lipstick. I feel like this is like a traditional lipstick, like nothing like a matte lipstick or liquid lipstick, just like a traditional bullet. I forgot how fun foundation sticks are. They're definitely not as messy as liquid foundation, and they blend out buttery smooth usually. The thing about foundation sticks though, they're usually a bit oily, so I feel like you have to, it's like an absolute must to use some kind of mattifying primer. And I actually have a new brush. It's from Sephora. This is their Makeup Match Foundation brush. They have like 2 different ranges of brushes. They have like those high-end brushes that are like 30 bucks, but this one was $16. I went and exchanged something because it was not the right shade, and I got a new brush because I don't feel like washing mine. And I also feel like for foundation sticks, some kind of buffing brush is going to be your best bet instead of using like a beauty blender or something like that. So far, it's blending out really nicely. However, I'm not feeling like I'm getting full coverage, so I'm going to have to go back in and touch up. I'm going to go back and look on the website and see what they said in terms of coverage. I feel like on the website, it just said the shade and the price. But look at that. That looks good so far. Let me blend a little bit more just so you guys can get a better representation. That looks good. I feel like it looks good, and it's a pretty good match. So I matched this by my Fenty Beauty shade, which I will have my Fenty Beauty first impression review up sometime soon. Hopefully this week, maybe next week. I don't know. Yeah, that looks good. Definitely wakes me up. I'm feeling like this is medium coverage, not quite full coverage. Like I could have color corrected and then put this on. Or I'm gonna have to do another pass of the foundation stick and touch up certain spots because my hyperpigmentation is peeking through. Definitely have some texture, but I mean, it didn't say anything about like skin blurring, skin perfecting. You guys know that's my jam. I usually like to wear makeup that makes it look like I'm wearing makeup, if that makes sense. I don't like that sheer, you know, no makeup look. I want full coverage, get rid of all my imperfections, because if I'm going to go through the trouble of doing a full face, I want to look like I just stepped off the runway or I'm going to some elaborate party. But this does blend very, very easily. So on the website, it says that this is their ultra hydrating, lightweight, buildable foundation. So definitely, like I mentioned, gonna have to go in, touch up, but I can build it up to the intensity that I want to get that full coverage. Definitely looking hydrated, not looking matte, but I look refreshed, moisturized, like my skin is juicy, supple, good SAT words. And then lightweight, yes, it doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything really on my face. I don't feel, I always mention this, this verbiage when I'm talking about foundations. When I wear makeup, there are some products that you wear that you're like, okay, there's something on my face. I feel the urge to touch my face. But with this, it feels like I put on lotion or something. Like, it feels good. It's very comfortable on the skin. So I'm going to go back in and I'm going to touch up the spots where I still have hyperpigmentation peeking through. And then I'll come to you guys with like my final thoughts and questions and comments and concerns. All right, so this is after making a second pass with the foundation stick. I'm going to go ahead and finish off my face, add some contour, add some highlight, blush, the whole routine, and then I'll come back to you guys and we'll chat. Okay, so we're back. This is the final look. I added some lipstick, some blush, and what else did I add? I added some highlight. So, things that I would recommend, my comments, concerns. I have oily skin, so if you are someone like me who has oily skin, then throughout the day, you're probably going to notice that you're going to look a lot more oily because it has that hydrating finish. Even just looking at myself in different light, in a closer up in the mirror, I was like, oh, I look very, very shiny, very, very greasy, so I need to go in with some kind of powder product and fix that. Overall, I do like this foundation. I think that this is something that I would definitely grab for once it is a lot colder, because when it's colder, then I do have dry patches, and those dry patches tend to be where I am most oily. So for the most part, I am an oily person, but I do have combination skin. It just depends on what the weather is looking like. In terms of shade matching, this is a perfect match for me. It blends very, very well into the skin. I will say the one thing that I didn't like, but that's the formulation of the foundation, is that you have to build it up. So I just went in kind of blind instead of adding on other products. So definitely could have color corrected to give myself a more even base, and I would definitely recommend that, especially if you're someone who has a lot of hyperpigmentation, or if you're like me, you work in healthcare, you're wearing masks, and now you're having all these breakouts on your cheeks. So definitely would recommend color correcting before applying this foundation. But if you don't want to do that, you can definitely build it up. And I went in with a second pass, but even looking right now, there's like a little patch right here that would need some more foundation. So I just don't want it to get too, like, I don't want to get that cake face look, if you know what I'm saying. It blends out seamlessly, which is really good. That's all I could ever ask for. Like, it's like butter. It just melts into the skin. And at this price point, you're getting 15 grams of product. The only other product that I could compare this to is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Stick Foundation. I do have a review up on that if you guys want to check it out. I'll put a card up here. You can find that obviously at any major retailer and on their website. It is 9.1 grams of product and it retails for $25. This is 15 grams and it's $30, so you're definitely getting more product with this. It's only $5 more expensive. In terms of formulation, I generally like matte things. However, with the Anastasia Beverly Hills, I think that one was a little red on me. Whereas this one is just like seamless. It's a perfect match for me. So this one is Black owned and it's formulated for my skin type, whereas that one, you know, I said this has 16 shades in the line and the Anastasia Beverly Hills has 26, so 10 additional shades. However, I'm still kind of in between shades. So definitely really like it, except for the buildable coverage. But like I said, I just like go to like full force, full coverage, but that's an easy fix. So overall, it looks really good. I would just definitely recommend setting with powder, using matte primer, and using a matte setting spray, touching up throughout the day if you are an oily girl like myself. But overall, I like this foundation. It looks good. Would just definitely recommend if you are an oily girl like me, wear a matte primer, touch up throughout the day, set with powder, use a matte setting spray, all of the above, because right off the jump I look very shiny, but it looks good, it feels good. That's all I got for you guys. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, want to see anything reviewed on this channel, definitely let me know down in the comment section below. If you guys want to see more makeup videos and not just foundation reviews, comment what you want to see down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, like the video, give it a thumbs up, bring a friend next time, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.